Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Too Opinionated, where it's a pretty exciting show for me today. I have actress Yolanda Lynes. So, welcome, Yolanda.
You.
The introduction is the most stressful part of the whole interview
Really?
for
Well,
me
yeah.
because I always mess it up. I always mess it
Well, that was a very good one.
up.
Love.
But I've been practicing for hours.
Amazing.
Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for doing this. This is an exciting one. You're our first widow on the show.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, you need to be first at something. This is it.
Yeah.
We've
Awesome.
got Michelle Lee is coming on later this week.
Cool.
Like, she was also a widow in the
Yeah.
movie. There was a bunch of you in that movie.
Very girl power film, right? Yeah. So amazing. So
We
many.
had so we premiered the movie at our studio. So we had, I don't know, maybe 20 people here
Yeah.
watching Black Widow, and that's a fun movie.
I loved it. Like
Yeah,
even if I had no part in this film, like I loved this film.
it was a
I
good movie.
I loved it so
Yeah,
much.
yeah. So tonight we are watching Suicide Squad. That'll be
I
our.
haven't seen it yet. I am
Me
so
neither.
excited. Yeah. So many great films coming out.
I know
Finally, go and
it's a
watch
fun time to be nerdy.
it. Yeah.
When I was growing up, you're younger, so you've only enjoyed all this great geeky stuff that's come out. But when I was younger, nothing. We had nothing. We just dreamed about all these movies coming out.
Oh,
uh,
oh,
so Yolanda, I want to start here because I know you've seen a few of our episodes, so you already probably know what I'm going to ask. But
okay.
how did you decide that you wanted to get into entertainment? How did you go about that?
That is a big question. I think it's something like because I think everyone has very different way into the industry. Like, there's no
Yeah,
set way, like one track method. I think everybody's
right.
journey is very different. And um, my whole life, I've always done like when I was a small child, me and my cousins would put on shows in our living room and make tickets and charge our family to come and sit on the sofa and force them to watch us for like an
Yep.
hour while we do this production, whether it be like a play or a song or like.
Were they paying for the tickets?
I think we did charge them for the ticket. Yeah. I don't know how much we got, but it was a serious like business,
That's
like at
right.
a very young age. And then my mum had a like home camera,
Yeah.
film our birthday parties and stuff. And so me and my brothers decided to start making our own films when I was about, I don't know, 9. They were awful, but we still have. Maybe I'll do a screening one day. No, they're really bad, but funny to look back on. Uh, yeah, so I think I've always had something in me that's wanted to like play pretend
Yeah.
and put on a show and just have fun and be creative. Um, and then as I've gotten older, I started to take things a bit more seriously. Like, joined a local amateur dramatics group,
Oh yeah.
which I grew up in the middle of nowhere, like in the middle of the countryside. So I live in London now, but I didn't always. I lived in the
Right.
countryside where there was just like farms and there wasn't much going
See,
on.
that
But
sounds like West Virginia to me.
okay, so you might know the feeling. So like I grew up and there was this small like drama group and they put on shows once a year in the village. It sounds really old fashioned, but it was my life. And yeah, so anyway, things like that happened along the way. And then I got to an age where I thought, I need to move to London now. I need to maybe try and audition for something.
That's right.
That's right. And then when I got here, I was actually, my first audition, I was so nervous. I nearly didn't go. I was so nervous. Who do I think I am? What am I doing? Like, what am I doing here? I might not get it. And then, I forced myself in and I did it and I was nervous, but I got the role. It was for a commercial. And then I realized,
this is it.
If you don't try and you don't put yourself in these, like, you have to be a bit vulnerable sometimes and take it and try and see what happens. And it's working so far.
No, that's great. I do that every podcast because I'm an introvert, so I have to kind of give myself a pep talk every time I get ready to talk. So you get outgoing Mike instead of introvert Mike, which wouldn't be as good a podcast.
Well, I think it's great. I think your podcast is great.
Oh, see, now you've given me the clip that I'm going to be running nonstop. I'm going to set this up now because when later down the road, when you come back, I already know what we're going to do. So when you come back, I'm going to try to speak in a London accent.
Okay.
You have to speak in a West Virginian accent.
Okay, that will be great. I will look forward to that.
I don't know if it'll be great, but it'll be something.
I have an American friend actually who's trying to learn, because British accents are really hard, I think. It's really hard to learn because there's so many, like you can drive like 20 minutes down the road and the accent is going to change. It's that quick.
Right.
So, like dialects. Not dialects, I don't know. There's so many accents in Britain.
Everybody loves a British accent though, I think.
Yeah, some of them. Some good ones and there's some bad ones. I hope you show it. Yeah.
What do you think? You think you can do this accent?
Now, if I'm going to do this accent, I really want to do it well. So I think I'll save it for the end after studying your voice.
That's right. Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
Okay. I'll save it.
Oh, shoot. So do you speak other languages?
So my family is Italian. My mom's side is Italian.
Yeah.
My dad's side is English. So I do understand a lot of Italian. And I do try to speak it as much as I can, especially when I'm there with family. But I grew up around my nonna, who was very, she spoke like a hybrid between English and Italian. And she kind of had her own little language in itself, which only we understand.
I bet that was awesome.
Amazing, yeah. Like, love her. So I'm often like quite shy to speak because I worry that I might say one of these fake words that don't exist. But no, I generally, once I'm there, I just kind of get by and everything's fine. Yeah.
That's
so
pretty
good. I'm not like 100% fluent, but yeah, when I've done scripts in Italian and things like that before. In fact, my Black Widow audition was, I did multiple languages for my self-tape. So I did Italian. Yeah, I did Italian, Russian, and French, I think, and English, obviously.
I mean, did you do them in the language or just with the accent?
No, in the language.
Really?
Yeah.
So you can speak Russian too?
No, I can't. I absolutely can't. But I did for that audition. So I have a friend, and I asked her to translate this script into Russian for me and then record it with her voice. And then I studied it and learned.
Oh, that's so impressive. That's impressive. So can you give me a line in Russian?
I'm scared now. I mean,
it doesn't matter what it is. I won't know.
2 years since I did that audition tape, so I don't want to offend any Russian people and do really bad. I might say something wrong and like, yeah.
We are pretty big in Russia.
Yeah.
We actually do have a few fans in Russia, if you can believe that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, and I started trying to learn some Russian. There's an app that I've got.
I think Russian's a cool language. I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. I like it. I would love to be
Yeah.
able to.
Yeah, you sound like people that speak Russian. They sound cool to me. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a cool one. Yeah.
I thought that Florence, she speaks with kind of a Russian accent. She's not speaking in Russian, but I thought she did a really good job. It was believable.
Yes. Yeah, really. I loved her accent, and it was very it was like so consistent.
Yeah.
It was like it didn't. So, you know how sometimes someone might sound really Russian and then a bit Russian, or like right. It could fluctuate. But she just kept it at the same.
Yeah, it just sounded natural.
Yeah, it was really, really good.
It was really good. Yeah. So I have watched some tapes of you, and you're pretty badass. I mean, did you play sports growing up?
I did martial arts growing up.
Yeah.
My stepdad, I was talking to someone about this today. My stepdad forced me to train with him as a child.
Oh, that's good parenting.
Yeah, when I look back on it, sometimes he'd make me cry. But I think he wanted me to be able to defend myself and be able to hold my own growing up, and to never feel vulnerable, or to try and be a daughter. So yeah, and I look back, and they're really great times of my life, like training with him, and he got me interested in Bruce Lee, and I think he's played quite a large part in my career, actually.
Yeah,
I've loved action from a really young age. I had the whole Bruce Lee collection by the age of 6, which I don't think I should be watching it that young.
I was gonna say that's pretty young for some of those movies, but that's all right.
I was obsessed. I loved it, and so I think he's had a big influence, and so and then I like to stay active. I like to train and do a lot of things. So.
You've got the best kicks. I was watching it was just like kick over kick. You've got the best kicks. I would snap in 2.
I wouldn't say they're the best. There's some amazing people out there who are
you get really high with your kicks. It's impressive.
Thank you. I try. I think.
Have you ever kicked yourself in the face?
That is really funny you should say that. So I had a gymnastics lesson yesterday, and I did a move wrong. And I don't know what happened, but I did kick myself in the face yesterday.
I knew it.
Never done that before. Yeah. I was surprised. I was like, oh.
Yeah, but were you surprised, but also be like, oh my gosh, I just kicked myself in the face. That's amazing.
No, I don't think it was amazing, but
well, I'd have to put my head against my foot to kick myself in the face. I could not get my foot anywhere close to my head.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I need some flexibility training.
Actually, I remember as well on Black Widow, Florence has high kicks as well.
Really?
Yeah. She does. When we were training, because we'd train every morning, and she would be training as well every morning, and I remember thinking,
well, what's that like? Are you in a gym, all of you training together, or are you in a place where you're training but it's more individual?
So we actually had a widow camp.
Yeah, that's what I figured. That's awesome.
Which was really fun, and it was a really good opportunity to get to know everyone. And we Kate Shortland, the director, she really wanted us to not be acting. She wanted it to come very natural. So that's why we had this widow camp. We had military guys training us with weapons. We had interrogation training. We had PT sessions every day.
So you could be you could just become a spy right now.
I mean, maybe I already am one. I wouldn't know.
That's right. Nobody would know.
Yeah. You'll just have to guess.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to know. That could put me in danger.
Exactly.
That's right. So did Scarlett train with you as well?
No, she didn't. So it was like the widows in the fight scene.
Yeah.
It was mostly us that trained together, and then the widows on the poster. You'll see like there's 3 of us on the bottom one side and 3 of us on the bottom that side. So we all trained together at the start. It was all a bit like mixing up with what's happening. Yeah. So it was just super fun. It was really good.
It sounds fun. Did you go through, like in the movie, they show the scenes where you have all the widows going through like the fighting moves and stuff. Did you have to do that as a group?
Yeah.
See, that'd be fun. Yeah. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, it was great. And doing rehearsals, choreography. Yeah, there was a lot.
So did you make a friend among the widows?
Oh, we have a whole widow WhatsApp. All in one WhatsApp group. Like, yeah, we are all still in touch.
See, that's your podcast idea, right? You just get you a group of widows and do a podcast.
No.
There you go.
It's great. We've made friends for life, literally. Like,
that's really cool.
Great friends. Yeah.
Well, I know that. So you got to drop through the window, and I know your partner dropping through the window. You guys did the PlayStation commercial together.
Yes. So Shayna and I, Shayna West, who's amazing, love her. When we did the audition, it just randomly happened that we got paired together. I'd never met her before, but I did follow her online. I followed her on Instagram, thought she was amazing, and it just so happened that we got put together. And but then we had to do like a little dance routine together. Then we did a fight scene, fight scene together, and then we both got put on the wires together to do the wire work and see if we could do it.
Yeah, you better get along.
Hey?
I said you better get along. That's a lot of time to spend together.
So then we both got picked to do that together. So then we were always like together to rehearse that and always working together. And then when Black Widow wrapped, we got asked to do a music video together. So again, it was another fight scene. And then we got PlayStation together again as like this little dynamic duo, which was really fun. Really, really fun commercial.
I mean, that's pretty cool. What was can you tell what the video was? Or is it too soon for that?
The PlayStation one. It's out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the PlayStation one what was the music video?
Oh, the music video was for a band called Frank Moody.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's out as well. I can send you a link to that one.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, that was fun. And I had some crazy makeup on that one, like really big black eye and bleeding nose and plaster. Like my face was a mess.
I bet you liked that though.
It was fun.
That was fun. Yeah.
It was fun. And yeah, it was cool to like be creative, and like we had a lot of input in the fight scene into the choreography and stuff. So that was really fun. And yeah. And now she's in America. So yeah, so I miss her.
I actually tried to schedule her for the show, but she's tied up. She's busy.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay because I'll circle back. Are you a gamer? Do you play?
Well, I used to play a lot. I had a PlayStation, and I had Raider, Crash Bandicoot, big Crash Bandicoot fan, GTA, and I used to play, but my younger brothers got older and they just stopped letting me play. Like, I would want to play, and they'd be like, no, it's our turn now. And I think when I hit maybe 12, I was just not allowed to play anymore.
But now you've had the last laugh. I mean, what do they think about your PlayStation commercial?
They love that because they're still big gamers. They're like, they love.
I mean, it is an awesome commercial. I mean, you look very good in the fatigues.
Thank you.
You look like you look like you know what you're doing.
It was great. We got to go to South Africa. That was really nice.
Really?
And yeah, it was really, really, really good production. Yeah, it was fun. And the Call of Duty scene, I think, was the same location as where they shot Tomb Raider. Rightly. So it was cool to see all of that. Yeah.
Have you ever done any voice work for like video games or animated movie, anything like that?
No, but I'd be interested. I don't know if my voice is quite right for games. Like,
oh yeah, sure it is. Yeah.
I don't know.
You have to find the right game, but yeah, you could totally do it. That's where you need to break out your Italian English hybrid.
Yeah,
that would be unique.
Game. I was meant to do the voiceover for that commercial. They wanted me to go to Italy and record the voiceover, but then it was like pandemic. So
that little thing. I mean, geez, that was such a rough year.
Funny for my family, because my family over there saw the PlayStation commercial come out in Italy with an Italian voice, but it's not my voice, and they were like, "What's happened to you?"
Yeah, but see, you need to say that it's your voice. You'd be like acting. I'm just that good.
Yeah, no. Super fun.
Yeah. What was your first like paying acting job?
I think it was the commercial that I did.
Yeah.
I think that was my first like paid one. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it now because it's not airing anymore.
Oh, I got you. Well, are English commercials different from American commercials? Or are they pretty similar?
I think they're quite similar. I did an American commercial for Samsung, which was like a boxing one, which was quite fun. That was really fun.
I've seen that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I was doing my little research, I came across that one.
Yes, yeah. So that was also great. That was a mid-pandemic, like filming experience, like during the first lockdown. I was like, oh wow, I'm allowed to leave? What?
Yeah, that's surprising.
Yeah. Went to Portugal and it was really fun. Had a great boxing trainer out there as well. So on my days off, I went and trained. Like, I was editing the video actually because I was training with this boxing coach and filming the training. And we went to train like on the edge of a cliff, which looking back is probably not. Oh my gosh! And there were like a lot of wasps around. That's one thing.
I mean, you've already lost me. That sounds terrible.
We just went for a good view. Like we thought, oh, this will be a cool place to train. But when I got there and there were so many wasps, I was like, oh, I could just jump on. Yeah.
So see, now you've been telling these great stories, but in my head, I'm thinking, this is what we're doing next time. So we're gonna switch accents, and then, well, see now I don't know. We may have to wait till we can do it in person, because then you have to run me through like a training routine.
Okay.
Right, like so you gotta work me through a training routine, which I already know is going to be hilarious. So
you're going to actually
you'll be the trainer. I'll do the stuff.
Oh wow! Okay.
Well, I will attempt to do the stuff. I was
gonna say, because I was thinking of doing a vlog this week of my week, because I've got a lot of things going on this week, and I thought maybe I'll vlog this week.
You need to. So
maybe you could watch the vlog, and then everything that I do.
I'd be like the taskmaster. I'd just absorb it, and then be able to do it.
Just take it all in and go and do it.
I'm telling you, it would have like 1 million views. It would. It'd be one of those people would be watching, going, "That poor man." trying to do this stuff. It would be bad.
No, I'm sure it'd be great. I think you'd have a fun week as well.
It would be a fun week. The next week would be rough while I'm recovering.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I'd be sore. I figure I'd be sore.
Maybe.
Do you take a good punch? Because I'm sure if you've been training and stuff, you've probably been smacked a few times.
Yeah, I've been smacked a few times, but
Yeah.
I've been lucky. I've never I've been punched in the eye a couple of times. Someone kicked me in the eye last week.
Ouch.
It was an accident.
It doesn't hurt any less.
She didn't mean to.
You brought that on yourself.
Yeah, it happens sometimes, but still, it's not enjoyable to get punched in the face.
Oh, that's right. That's but right. Do you weight train as well?
So at the moment, what I do, I'm doing a lot of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That's that's passion. I love it. I'm obsessed.
There's some really cool moves, I think, with that.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the things that I post are not really what always goes into my training sessions.
Right.
A lot of my training sessions, most of the time, I'm on the floor, I'm grappling and going through techniques. And
it's a lot of wrestling, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of groundwork, but that's one area that I thought I really needed to delve into, because before Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, pretty much everything I was doing was standing up.
Yeah.
And this was the one area that I thought I've neglected, and so I thought, okay, I'll do this, and I can't get enough. I'm obsessed. I'm there every day, and I love it. Yeah.
No, that's awesome. So you're not just randomly jumping up and grabbing people with your legs around their head and flipping them.
I mean, it happened a few times today, but not quite like the videos.
That's the move I want to learn. I will never learn it, but I would like to.
You could definitely learn it for sure.
There's no way.
There is. Definitely can learn it.
That's the next thing you'll hear about me is a local podcaster in hospital with injuries caused by dumbassery.
Maybe contact your local jiu-jitsu school, BJJ school, and start.
I got to start, at the bottom.
Ease yourself into it, and then be like, "What do you think about this video? Do you think I could do this?" And you try.
I shouldn't go in there first day and be like, "This is what I need to know."
I mean, you could try. Yeah.
So I watched a video for a movie called Knuckledust.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't seen this movie yet, but the video, the trailer, really cool. But what can you tell me about this movie?
So that film, I really like this film. It's directed by James Cormack.
Yeah.
He's a British director.
Yeah.
And what can I tell you about it? So my role in the film was I play like a decoy to the main character. So I'm about to just ruin.
So do you look like the main character?
I mean, we're both blonde and we had.
Yeah, well, right. You look similar enough you could be a decoy.
So I'm like a bit of a decoy, and I take a couple of bullets.
Ah.
Spoiler! Film ruined. You're gonna watch it?
Yeah, I'm watching it.
There's way more to the film than just my part, so I'd recommend watching it. It's great.
Yeah, it looks really good. It looks really good. I hadn't heard about it, and then I saw that you were in it, and I was like, well, I'm gonna look it up, and it looks really good.
Yeah, some nice British action. Yeah, I recommend watching it.
Yeah.
And I don't give away any more spoilers because
Hey, it's their fault if they haven't watched yet. Shame on them.
Yeah.
So I saw that you do some screenwriting.
Yeah, so that's what I'm working on at the moment.
Yeah, talk about that.
Yeah, so I'm writing a short film I've got
Ooh.
it finished. Have I finished writing it?
No, because you need to add in that podcaster from West Virginia.
Um,
In the little cameo. I could be the guy that gets flipped when somebody jumps up and wraps their legs around my neck.
so I'm writing it with another widow.
Oh, you are?
Yes, and it's a
Are you going to
project.
tell us which one?
No, I'm gonna keep it. And it's something that hopefully we'll do this film this year. And yeah, it's something that has the storyline that has like an underlying message, which I think is
Ooh.
an important one. So that's something that I'm working on at the moment. And
Is it a drama?
yeah, it's drama with a little bit of action. And it's inspired by, I don't know if you've seen Homeland.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay, so it's kind of inspired by Homeland because I'm obsessed with Homeland. Like
Yeah,
that,
that's a great show.
I love that show,
Yeah.
and I love how Cara Matheson, Claire Danes plays Cara
Yeah.
Matheson, and that show, she's a really strong female lead, not just like strong physically, but she's strong in that she trusts her gut, she trusts her intuition, she makes decisions that at the time people don't understand. But it's nice to see like a female making choices.
Right.
Screen. I think it's really important that people see women making decisions, making choices on screen rather than being an object. Like,
That's right.
just a pretty lady to objectify. So she's got this really deep character with many levels, and I love it. And also Cara Matheson. I mean, I'm not going to go too much into it because then you might guess my story. But Cara Matheson also plays quite a strong role in that she has to decide a lot of the time between her child and between
That's right.
her career or
Right.
America. And it's a large decision that a lot of women face each day in their day-to-day lives. So that's kind of like the underlying message of my short film. But I'm not going to say any more because
That's pretty good though. Are you working with Scarlett? Is it you and Scarlett making the movie?
I wish. No, I'm not. But
I know you're a fan. I read somewhere you were a fan.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Scarlett. Yeah. She's amazing. And they always say like, oh, never meet your heroes, you're going to be disappointed. But all of the cast were amazing. Like, everyone was so nice that I met. Everyone was lovely and everyone had time for each other. And yeah, Scarlett was amazing. Loved her. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. No, it sounds, your short film sounds amazing. That sounds really good. I like the Homeland comparison because she is a very complicated character. She's very tough, but then she's got, she's vulnerable. She's got some weaknesses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very.
A lot of demons she's fighting.
Yeah. She's not just this invincible heroic character. She's very. She's got many layers, and I love that show.
Yeah, it is. That's a really good show. She was really good on My So-Called Life. I don't know if you ever watched that.
Oh, I haven't seen it. Need to see it.
You need to see it, but now that was like her first role, so she was a teenager.
Oh wow! Oh,
but she was so good in it. Yeah, she was really good in it. It was a show that started. I'm probably wrong, but I'm pretty sure because it came out in the '90s, which is probably why you haven't seen it. But it was on MTV, so it was like a drama, but it was on MTV.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't have MTV in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
My family wasn't that far forward in the village that we grew up in.
Well, you were out, you're in the farmlands outside of London. They went on ahead.
I had a field outside the back of our house. I was pretty much there most of the
time. Do you prefer acting, doing stunts, or writing?
So That's a very good question.
That's what I do.
Well, yeah, great podcast. Very good. Well done. It's a very good question. I think that if I was to only do acting, I would really miss the physical side. I think I
Yeah.
need endorphins. Like if I have time off of training, then I'm like grumpy.
I get that. I actually get that because I'm the same way. If I have plans to go to the gym
Yeah.
and something happens and I don't get to go, I'm grumpy.
Yeah, you just feel like, ugh. And I think it's good for the body to move. And so I do love
Yeah.
I think so far I've been so lucky that I've had these amazing roles that mix the two, and I can do acting and I can do action, and
Yeah.
I've been really, really lucky, really lucky. So yeah, I think I would love to do like a really good drama though, or I'd love to maybe do a period drama, something
Oh,
like
yeah.
something really different to what I've done before. That would be really
Yeah,
exciting.
that'd be really cool. Have you done comedy?
Uh, I've done a few short films, but I wouldn't say are they comedic? Maybe a little bit. No, I'd like to do some comedy. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's funny. Like I think there's a big difference between British comedy and American comedy. So, do you
There
think
is. There is. But a lot of people would say British humor is better.
really?
Yeah. Over here.
Okay,
You got a lot
interesting.
of funny stuff, on TV that came from Britain.
Yeah, I mean, it's very. I think I can definitely watch both. I like
It's more
both.
of a, I mean, from my point of view, it seems like it's more of a dry humor. British humor is a little more dry.
This deadpan,
Yeah, deadpan.
awkward kind of comedy. Yeah,
Yeah.
with these awkward
It's
moments.
so awkward. Like my wife, she can't watch it. It's too awkward. She feels too bad for whatever's happening to the person because
Yeah,
it's so awkward, like uncomfortable awkward.
yeah. But then when you have American comedy, it's nice because it's like it's often very light-hearted and you can
Yeah.
just relax and enjoy. And so there's definitely a place for both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we want though. We want to see you in a comedy where you get to be both awkward and lighthearted.
Okay.
Do you sing?
Okay, so I actually do love singing, and
Yeah.
I like one thing about being in the car that I love, like going on a long drive, is I will sing for the whole drive. Um, I love it, and I think it's really good for your body to
Yeah.
sing. But I don't often sing. I think I've sang in about 2 auditions. I've not been.
Yeah.
I don't put myself out there as a singer, so I don't.
Well, I thought maybe with the theater background you might have sung a little bit.
Yeah, I was in like a choir when I was younger, and
Yeah.
when we did the musical theatre shows with the amateur dramatic company, like I sang then. And yeah, it's something that I do love to do. But maybe, I mean, if a role came up and they said, "Can you sing?" I'd say, "Okay," and I would go for it, and I would audition.
I mean, Black Widow the musical.
Oh, we are glitching. I don't know if you're glitching.
I'm not, but can you? How are we doing now? Oh, here we
Okay,
go.
you're
Here we
back.
go. Are you back, or am I back?
You're back, I think.
All right. So, what about Black Widow the musical?
I don't know how that would go down. Too much.
Well, you'd be going through the skylight, but you'd have to be singing something as you're,
Yeah,
going
I
through.
can't see that one happening. No. We are. We do not sing.
That's right.
Oh,
No singing. No singing. Very, very. Widow's very serious.
very serious. Purely tactical.
Do you play an instrument?
I do play piano. Yeah.
Oh, I think I did read that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had a bad luck with piano though. This sounds terrible, but a lot of my piano teachers died.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I wasn't sure if I had like a curse.
Yeah. I mean, not like during when
Not
they're
during
teaching
my
you. Okay. Okay.
lesson, but like the same day of my lesson.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
So I wouldn't make it to the lesson because they died. It's weird. And I would like to progress more in piano.
Yeah.
And I it's something I do very much to myself, like purely for myself and for
Yeah.
my.
Well, you got to have that.
But I'm like nervous about approaching someone to teach me because,
Oh, right. Right. Yeah. You don't want to jinx them.
exactly.
Yeah. I had 2 years of piano lessons when I was pretty little, and I was terrible. I was terrible. It was my aunt was a wonderful music teacher, but I defeated her. She could not fix me. I was terrible. But strangely enough, like to this day, which is 40 years later, I can still play those songs. Just sit down and play them because you practice them so much. You kind of I don't know. Piano playing's fun, even if you're not very good.
Yeah, it's a fun instrument to play for sure.
Yeah, yeah, but no high school band or anything. Oh, guitar? Do you play guitar?
No, I don't play guitar, but I would love to play guitar.
Me
But
too. Me too.
I'm just like, it's very difficult. Big
Well,
respect.
maybe you could do one in a movie and you just pretend to play. So you'd look cool, but you wouldn't.
Like, yeah.
You're a method actor, though. You'd probably have to learn it.
I am. I really am.
Yeah.
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 Like the whole time when we were filming Black Widow, like I'd go home and I would still be choosing to dress all in black, and I don't know, I just kept this like widow persona.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know why. Maybe I'm still a widow now. Once a widow.
Well, we don't know.
I just wear a harness wherever I go, just in case I need to. I actually once, the reason why I think I deserve to do that scene is because years ago, when I first moved to London, I lived on the fourth story building, fourth flat. And the fifth flat was having a Halloween party.
Oh.
I've not met them before, but everyone was dressing up. And I thought, what would be a cool way to attend this party? So I dressed up like a secret agent and I went to the roof of the building and I abseiled off the roof into their kitchen.
No, you didn't.
And they didn't like it at all. They were horrible because the one woman was a paramedic and told me that it was really irresponsible, which looking back, it was really irresponsible.
Yeah.
But at the time I thought, brilliant. Again, method. Yeah.
You're right. You deserve to be a widow.
I'd already done it in real life.
Yeah.
Blow up the ceiling, but
yeah, that was an easy stunt for you to do.
Just my day to day.
So did you have a stunt person, or did you just do all your own stuff?
No, we did ours ourselves. Yeah, Shayna and I. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was super fun. It was super hot that day as well. Like Britain never gets hot. We're always cold.
Yeah.
That day it was really hot, and we had a full bodysuit, base layers. Obviously, we had the harness, stump pads.
Gosh, that had to be hot.
Boiling. It was indoors, but it was super hot with the lights and everything. And I was like,
yeah. Oh. Yeah. What's that like getting fitted for that bodysuit that you got to put on? Because I don't know, that seems like that could be a little traumatic.
Yeah, we had a lot of fittings and incredible. Like we were measured like here.
Well, you'd almost have to get them to fit right.
Those suits are amazing, and like when you put on that suit for the first time, you're like, you feel invincible. Like, oh my god, I am a superhero. You actually do feel like, wow.
Yeah.
It's an amazing suit. But yeah, the fittings, we had so many fittings to make it like perfect, literally seamless. It's it was seamless. It fit to our bodies like perfection. Amazing.
Yeah. I could imagine that they probably had to measure, like, I don't know, every inch or so to make sure it fit exactly right.
Yeah, it was amazing. And like everything was made like completely by hand, even everything, like the chest plates and everything.
Really?
Yeah, amazing. And how quickly they make these things as well. I was just like, I wish I could have kept it. I was like, how do I buy this suit? And they were like, do you have £1 million? And I was like, no.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't let you take it home with you after.
Oh, sadly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's terrible. See, because I've always said that if I had that one role, and I couldn't act, I would not be an actor. But if I had that one role, especially in kind of a nerdy type of, I would wear that outfit everywhere I went.
Wear it to the supermarket.
I would. I'd be like, yeah, you know, doing a little acting.
That'll be now in the vault, in the Marvel vault. Yeah.
I was Guy Widow in the Black Widow movie. Oh yeah, I'd wear it. I'd go to, like. Have you done any conventions? Probably not because of the pandemic, but
no, I haven't. I've been approached, so I don't know. We'll see. But
you're looking.
Yeah.
No, those are fun. Have you ever been to one?
No, I've never been to one, and they look like a lot of fun. So
they're so fun. We do a lot. We'll cover them, you know, kind of like a press type of thing, and we'll go and talk to people, and it's fun. But now, from the acting side, it's a lot. You know, as fans, we're a lot. You know, and I don't mean in a bad way, but it's a lot because you got to be on the entire time. You know, because every fan wants that, 10 seconds just to themselves. You know, where they can say, that's, I got to meet so and so, but that can be tiring.
No.
You wait and see. You'll do one, and I'm gonna find out that you're doing it, and I'm gonna show up right at the end. I'm gonna be like, "You're tired, aren't you?"
Yeah, see if my eye bags are.
You got to take one at the beginning of the convention and the end.
Yeah.
And see if your facial expression has changed.
Yeah, for sure. Oh.
Well, so Yolanda, thank you so much for doing this. I knew it would be fun. You just seem like the videos and stuff I've been watching. You seem so fun, so I knew this would be a great time. So thank you.
Oh, thank you. And if I do my vlog of my week, I'll send it. And
would you please? You have to do it.
Okay.
We'll share it.
Okay, cool. I'll have a think about it.
Our 4 people watching will probably check it out.
Amazing. Hello to those people.
I always laugh because I've tried to set up my parents, because they're not very technologically inclined. So I try to set them up where all they have to do is push a button and the podcast will play. And I'll be like, hey, you watch this podcast. I'm on this, I'm doing this podcast. You can watch it. No interest. The answer I normally get from both of them is, well, why do we want to watch that? We talk to you every day.
Oh.
I was like, okay.
Made it this far on this video today.
That's right. I get that a lot from my mom, where she'll be like, are you doing your little podcast today? Yes, Mom.
That's so sweet. Hi, Mom.
Yeah. She'll appreciate that. Whether or not she ever sees it, I don't know, but she'll appreciate it. What I'll do is I'll send her the clip, because then she could, she might not watch for an hour, but she'd watch a few seconds.
We could do a little tester here and say, if you've made it this far, send a message with the code word.
Oh.
Code word.
Scorpio.
Code word Scorpio.
I think I read somewhere you were Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio.
Ah, welcome to the club.
Barely though. I'm like the first day of Scorpio.
What's the first day of Scorpio?
I think it's October 24th.
Okay, so I have a prediction about Scorpios.
Okay.
I'm not very much into.
Yeah, me neither.
But I was born on November the 14th, which means I'm obviously a Valentine's Day accident. And they say that Scorpios have a sting in their tail. It's probably because we're all accidents.
I actually love that.
That's my prediction.
Yeah, that's great. But at least we know that it came from a good time.
Yep, and we are happy accidents.
Yeah, we're happy accidents.
So that's my Scorpio prediction.
Yeah, I like that.
So yeah, you've made it to the end of this video. Text
Scorpio
with the word Scorpio, and if you never get that text, you know she doesn't watch your video.
You didn't watch it. Yeah, if I never get it. Well, and she's not going to take. Well, I'll take it back. She's finally learned to use Facebook Messenger, but she doesn't text. But she'll send little messages on Facebook. So that's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It took a long time to get there. We did some practicing, but we got there. We wanted her on there so she could see the kids and the grandkids and all that.
Yes.
Got to do that stuff. So Yolanda, before you go, is there anything you have upcoming that we can kind of keep an eye out for? I know you may not be able to talk about it.
I've been working on a couple of things, but
TV or film?
Film.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Romantic comedy?
I cannot divulge.
Can't give us the genre?
No.
Oh, so that's pretty good. How about now?
I stick to my NDA. I'm very professional.
Almost had her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair, but that means you have to come back when you're able to talk about them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I've used that to my advantage many times. You should get something though. When you're not allowed to know, you should be rewarded for being patient.
Who, me?
No, me. I'm being patient. I'm going to wait. So, but then you have to come back when you can talk about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. No, that's great. I'm glad you're doing some of that. Are you doing any other writing? You doing any modeling, theater, anything like that?
So aside from my short film, I did start writing like a feature length film.
Oh.
Which is a comedy.
Are you going to be in it?
I'm not anywhere near.
It's just starting.
Write it to be in it. No, maybe I could do like a little cameo, but it's more just something that I wanted to write and had an idea about. But I'm really like at the early stages of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. I need to knuckle down on that one, but I think it's a good idea. But yeah.
Oh, we'll see. I'm sure it is. I bet it's terrific. And you should do it. You should, anything you write, you should at least do a cameo.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Sure for a cameo.
That's fun for fans. That's fun. We get to pick that stuff out.
It's actually a Christmas film.
Oh. Yeah. Now see, my oldest, my daughter, she'll start watching the Christmas movies like immediately after Thanksgiving, and we'll watch until January. So if it's a Christmas film, you'll have at least one person watching. I guarantee she'll watch it.
Yeah, I really like my idea, but we'll see. I think it will take a long time to really polish this script, but I think it's a fun one. I'm obsessed with it. Like, I'm really, really festive, like super obsessed. So
is it Love Actually 2?
No. No.
Don't steal my ideas. So last thing before you go, where can we find you on social media?
So on social media, I'm at Yolanda Lynes.
Yep.
very difficult name. You might want to just write it down.
Yeah. Yeah. It's tricky. You got lines with a Y
Yeah.
instead of an I. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I found you really easy. At least on Instagram. I found you on Instagram really easy.
Yeah. There's a few like accounts popping up now with my name. So
yeah, what's that like?
It's a bit weird.
Right?
It's I mean, I don't mind if there's like a fan account, but it's weird when someone tries to pretend to be you and then like message your mum. Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's creepy. That's taking it too far.
Yeah, a bit strange, but I guess it just happens.
Well, that means you're popular.
Maybe.
I don't know. Well, there's nobody making fake counts of, me.
Well, give it time. Do that week of training.
Oh, yeah. Maybe if I had the training, that would probably do it.
Yeah, do that.
All right. So here's your line before you go. Here's your West Virginia accent line. This is it. So in West Virginia, all right, we don't sit on the floor. We sit in the floor. So try that, in the floor. It makes no sense, but that's what we say.
Okay. So we sit in the floor.
Oh, that's really good. That was really good.
Okay.
It was kind of, it was weird because it was so different than your normal voice. I was like, hey.
Yeah, there's so many American accents. It's actually really fun trying different ones.
Yeah. Well, that's true. I'm sure it's similar to Britain in that, you go a state over or, a couple hours away and it's a totally different dialect.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. That was good though.
Thank you.
You're an honorary West Virginian.
Next time, give me a longer line and we'll.
Oh yeah. I was just warming you up. We're gonna do a whole episode.
I'll do the next podcast. I'll do it in your accent.
That's right, the whole thing. But then I'm gonna try to do a British accent. Okay. It's gonna be a disaster.
Can I give you your line before the end of your video?
If you want.
Okay, so your line.
I'll mess it up, but I'll try.
So this is a cup of tea. But we call it a cuppa.
Oh, a cuppa.
So you say, fancy a cuppa?
Fancy a cuppa?
That was very good.
Terrible. No, that's terrible.
That was good. That was a bit Jason Statham, I thought.
That's the line. Yes. Forget that stuff you said earlier. That's the one I'm using.
Yeah. There you go.
I got to tell you a very quick story. So I went to an ice cream shop in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
It's been a couple years ago, but I came in the shop and the person working behind the counter, the guy working behind the counter, he says, "You look a little bit like Michael Keaton." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I get that all the time." I don't. I've never gotten that, but I was like, "I get that all the time." And then he looks at me and kind of goes, "Are you Michael Keaton?"
Oh, this is a funny one.
Yeah. I had it. That was, my head was so big that night you couldn't get near me the rest of the night.
Well, I have an embarrassing story, which, I mean, it was a massive compliment, but my cousin thought that I was Florence Pugh.
Well, see, I actually can see that because when when I found out you were coming on the podcast, I put a picture of you out and said, we're having a one of the widows on the show, and my son called me and he said, "Dad, I think you got the wrong picture up."
No, you did it too.
No, I had the right picture, but he thought he thought that you were her.
Oh wow! See, I mean, biggest compliment ever, because she's.
I mean, there's worse people to be compared to.
Yeah, she's incredible and gorgeous. So I don't mind people thinking that I'm her sometimes. But yeah, I was surprised my own cousin
Yeah, hey, that's not too bad. See, now I remembered something I wanted to ask you. Do you want to do you want to star in a superhero movie, or like have a be
Oh,
like the villain or the main good guy?
who wouldn't want to do that?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think everyone would want to do that.
because
But
you could totally do that. Marvel's got so many characters. You could totally have your own little vehicle.
why not? Marvel. If you've
Don't
got
worry. Once this gets out, people's going to be calling. Marvel's going to be picking up the phone. That Too Opinionated guy, he was on to something.
the whole thing. Yeah.
All right. Enough. Yolanda, hold on. Let me hit pause. So that was Yolanda Lynes, and she was awesome. She was so much fun. She put up with my silliness and my shenanigans, and she's just very well spoken and just fun and very talented. If do yourself a favor, find her on Instagram and watch some of her jujitsu moves. It's pretty impressive. Yeah, she's pretty impressive, and a very talented actress as well. So I have no doubt that she can write and do it well. She seems like that type of person. Whatever she tries, she's probably terrific at. But she was wonderful to talk to, and that probably went. We didn't. I don't think we said it on camera, but she was interviewing from London, which is a 6 hour, maybe a 5 hour time difference. So it was 9:30 in the evening when we started, probably more like 10:30, 10:45 when we finished. But you couldn't tell it. She was so nice and so gracious to do the interview. So I appreciated that so much. Thank you guys for tuning in again this week. I definitely don't take that for granted. I know there's so many other podcasts you could be watching, but you keep coming back, and I really appreciate that. And I hope we're giving you good content and great interviews. I'm not saying that I'm doing a great job interviewing, but the people that we're having on are interesting, and they're people that you will find appealing, and I think they are. And if you haven't done so yet, please go to MeisterCon Pod on YouTube and subscribe. We'd really appreciate that. Or go to our website, meistercon.com. I think we're up to like 260 episodes now. So I guarantee you will find lots of people that you're a fan of, and that you'll want to listen to. So many good interviews, and Yolanda was right there at the top. She was the best. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you again next time. Bye, everybody. Probably the next time I'll be speaking in a British accent. So prepare yourself. Bye, everybody.